Okay, I realized I forgot to go over these last few objects and functions, so that's what I'm gonna do first before getting into the markup. So the session object is pretty much used to access, it's a dictionary first off, and it's used to access information in regards to a session. If you don't know what a session is pretty much a temporary time that your browser or device interacts with the server. So if you go to Amazon.com and you, let's say, add something to the cart, then Amazon will store a cookie on your device, and that cookie will be there for however long Amazon's sessions, or however long they set up their session to remain, or however long they set it up for that cookie to remain on your device. And then after that, it will be deleted. So when you add something to the cart, if you navigate away from that site, when you come back, it'll still be there because of the session. All right. And G is pretty much a namespace object. So it's used to store data about application context. Application context helps keep track of data that is sent through request or CLI commands. We also have URL4, but we know what that is. That's used to generate URLs. Get flashed messages is used to pretty much display messages that might occur, or I guess could happen if the user does something wrong. So they try to input an invalid email. We might display a message saying, "Hey, email invalid." Or if they try to type a invalid password, we'll of course say, hey, you have entered an invalid password, must contain blah blah blah, 8 to 9 characters, or these special letters, whatever the case may be. All right. Automatic escaping is enabled, so if name contains HTML, it will be escaped automatically. If you can trust a variable and you know that it will be safe, for example, because it came from a module that converts wiki markup to HTML, you can mark it as safe by using the markup class or by using the safe filter in the template. Head over to the Django 2 documentation for more examples, and then here they give you an example. Okay, so what they mean by automatic escaping is enabled, so if name contains HTML, it will be escaped automatically. What they're gonna do is if you supply the name variable here, it's gonna be escaped if it contains some HTML. So let's say it was this blink tag or this strong tag, then what they're gonna do is it's gonna be escaped automatically because it's enabled here. All right. But so let's say you were going to input a string and you actually trusted what you were going to input, then that's when you use the markup function. So if you can trust a variable and you know that it will be safe HTML, then I give an example. You can mark it safe or you can mark it as safe by using the markup class or by using the safe filter. So here we're marking this safe. Well, first we're using a formatted string, but they do it differently with the markup class. Instead of using dot format, you actually use the percent sign and then you put what you want to insert into the string. So here they have the format specifier, and then here they actually have what they want to put. But this here, the reason that this is rendered like this is because this is escape text. So this is this tag right here. Oh snap. This is this tag, so this at LT is less than, then the comma, and then blink is what's inside of the actual tag, and then they have the greater than. So this is pretty much the escaped version of this. So this is something we trust to input. This, however, is something we need to make sure to escape because, hey, we're getting some type of user input or something of that nature. So we're going to escape this, which is why we use the escape function. And here you can also use the strip tags method. So it's going to strip the tags out of the markup. So these are not going to be there as you can see. And this is going to be rendered as this. I guess this is the escape version of this. Yeah. Okay, so I went over this. You can mark the safe by using markup class or by using the safe filter in the template. Okay, so what they mean by this is you can use this pipe safe in order to let um the Jenga template engine know that that is safe, or what you are inputting is already been escaped. So let me just do it here real quick because I don't really have much put up here to where I can use it, but I guess I can do it in the home page. So let's say I just had some variable that I passed here and I called it name. Then I could put name. Oh wow. I can put name, and then I could put this little pipe symbol, and then I could put save. Now what this means is, hey, the variable name is already been escaped. So you don't have to worry about escaping it. I already did it. So that's what this means. All right. Let me see. Okay, went over this, went over that. Here they're just pretty much saying auto escaping is no longer enabled for all templates. The following extensions for the templates trigger auto escaping. So you have to be using one of these templates. So HTML files. So that's what .html obviously. .html is .html if you don't know what that is, or HTML file. XML then XHTML. Templates loaded from a string will have auto escaping disabled. So these right here. Right here, obviously we went over this in the beginning, but they have auto escaping disabled, so that's what I mean. That's what they mean by string will have auto escaping disabled. And these are the type of files we would need in order for auto escaping to be enabled. Or yeah, well yeah, pretty much. So if we want it to be enabled automatically, then we have to use these type of files. All right. Unsure what the G object is, it's something in which you can store information for your own needs. So you can go more over this if you want by going here and looking there. But that's kind of very extensive topic because look at this, just like well, I mean no, actually not from there. It started from here and going down. But yeah, pretty sure you get the point. So in the next video, what I'm going to be doing is going over accessing request data and the what was I going to say? The database information or the quick start guide, I guess, to using the database isn't here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and look up the documentation for the database, and then I'm just going to go over that with you guys. And then after that, we're going to go to file uploads. So we're going to go from here to the database, then to file upload. So that way you can know how to store stuff in the database. Okay, so yeah.